Naming amines. This can be a problem area. I'll try and walk you through how to name amines. We'll start with a couple of simple ones. So the first one, the amine is attached just to one carbon, and so the simplest possible amine, and that is methylamine. Extending the carbon chain, we've got 3 there, so you would probably have a guess that this one is propylamine. Okay, fine. So where's the problem? Well, this is where the problem comes in. So let's consider this particular amine. Right, so the longest carbon chain to which the nitrogen is attached is 4, which means we're talking about butylamine. But of course it's not just butylamine, because in addition to butylamine we have a methyl group to consider, and we need to say where the methyl group is. So the methyl group we can see is on the first carbon of the butyl chain, so this would be 1-methyl butylamine. There's another way to name this compound, and many would see it as an easier way to name the compound, and this is to refer to the amine group, the NH2, like you would a halogen, so we would call this amino. As a substituent group, this is now on a 5-carbon chain, so we have amino pentane, and we need to say where the amino group is, and we can see it's on the 2nd carbon of the chain, so this could also be called 2-amino pentane. Well, that takes care of primary amines, hopefully. The plot thickens when we move on to secondary and tertiary amines. Let's have a look at a secondary amine. So here's a secondary amine. Hopefully we're happy with that. We've got these 2 R groups. So we've got 2 carbons there. So we've got an ethyl group as well as 1 carbon on this side. So we've got a methyl group. So we might be thinking, well, this is just ethyl methyl amine or methyl ethyl amine, but let's just remember what we'd said with primary amines. So here is methyl ethyl amine, which gives us a bit of a problem when we go back and look at this one. So there's obviously the difference that we've only got 1 hydrogen attached to the nitrogen, and both of those alkyl groups are attached to the nitrogen. So in terms of naming this particular secondary amine, we go back to the idea we're looking for the nitrogen attached to the longest carbon chain, so this is ethyl amine, and we need to say that the methyl group is not attached to the ethyl group, but it's attached to the nitrogen. So we've got ethylamine and the methyl group attached to the nitrogen, so that's N-methyl ethylamine. Fairly confusing. So here's a tertiary amine. So our method is to find the longest carbon chain attached to the nitrogen. It's 3, so that gives us propylamine, and now we need to deal, in this case, 2 methyl groups, both attached to the nitrogen. So they both need the capital N in front of them. We'll do them at the same time because it's dimethyl. So this is NN dimethyl propylamine.